Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in The Sims 4, I wanted to do a limited pack build and a starter home. So we are in Oasis Springs and I have set the money to 18,500 simoleons because usually that's what the lot value is for a lot that is 20 by 15. For some reason, they never show the lot value anymore, so I don't really know what the real price is because I did have to cheat in order for her to even select this lot. So I'm gonna assume that the lot value is 1,500. But today we're gonna be using the City Living pack to build a starter home. I didn't really want to do an apartment, and I've realized that I haven't really just built with City Living that much, like using the items and stuff. So I thought we could do that today. Like, I use the brick a lot, so I'll probably will use the brick on the outside. And I don't really know exactly what we're going for. I was kind of thinking we could do something that is modern. Hopefully that is all right with you guys, but I want to try something that's like this. Oh, that could be the front of the build. I think that would look really good. And then I'm kind of thinking that maybe this could also be a platform, so like it's very boxy, or we could have this be like a gabled roof. I don't think I like that as much. I think we're gonna stick with the platform. I don't really know if this is like a good size. Like, I could make this a little bit longer because I do think that really does help. Part of me is wondering if I should do the same thing on the back where I make it look like this. I think that could be good. So of course this is only going to be one bedroom, so the bedroom could be that big. And then for the bathroom, I guess the bathroom could go over here. We could have the living room over here. I guess the kitchen could just be straight like this. I don't know. I feel like the shape is kind of funny just because of these weird bump outs. If the bump outs were 2 tiles, that could help a lot because they could be used instead of being a waste of space. This is also very bad, but I think I want to use half walls up here. I think the half walls will look so much better than using just a platform trim. So hopefully that's worth the money. And then for the door, I don't think we have a City Living door, at least for like short wall height. Like, we have this one, but that's like interior. Yeah, this is like the only door, but we do have like the taller doors. They made these tall wall height, but didn't make it small wall height. That's kind of annoying, but I feel like the only door that is going to work for this house is this one, and it fits in perfectly. And I'm kind of wondering if I could like use a color that I don't really ever use, like orange. That could be really different. Maybe we'll choose that. And then for the outside, we have 3 brick options that we could choose from. So we have like this one that is very red, we have this one that is like more brown, and then we have this one that has like a lot of space in between the bricks, and I do like that. I don't know if I like the lighting of this build because there's a lot of shadows, but we could try this out. Like, that might be very nice. Or we could go for the brown, or we could go for the red. I kind of feel like I should use the red. I don't know. I hope I'm making like the right decision. I don't really know exactly what I'm going for. Hey, yeah, I do kind of feel like this is ugly. This is ugly, right? Like, this isn't just me thinking this is ugly. So part of me is thinking maybe this should be a platform trim. But that looks bad because of the black down there. Like, we could use this one that has the orange. That's a choice. Yeah, I kind of want to bulldoze, but again, I don't really want to. Like, I just think this is the vibe we have to go for. I think these windows are pretty simple and we could easily use them, but more importantly, I think I want to check out the items from City Living just to see what we can really use. So we have this fun looking rug, then we have this rug as well, so it comes in this orange color, so that might work. Oh, and then we have this rug. I don't really use like the City Living rugs like that, but I feel like these rugs look pretty nice. What if we did like blue and orange? Like, maybe that's the color scheme. And then I'm gonna use Tool to like size this correctly because it's a little too big and you size it up. And then we have a few choices for the couches, which I don't think we're really gonna use this one or this one. This one does come in orange though, but I feel like the couches are a little bit weird, but maybe that's the vibes. We could do something like this. And then this could be the coffee table. Oh, but this coffee table is also a choice. I think it's kind of fun using stuff that you don't really ever use. So I think we might go for this table, or actually no, I think I want to go for this table instead. And maybe I should switch around where the couch is so that way we can put the TV on this wall. And we do have some curtains, but they may not come in the correct color. Oh, we could do black. That's a choice. I think I like this. Like, I think I like it. I think it's just because like this part was empty and it was so wide where I was like, oh, this is not gonna work. But orange is not my favorite color, so don't get me wrong, I don't like it that much, but I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world. world. Oh, I forgot this was a starter home for a second. I'm being so serious. I forgot this was a starter home. These couches are expensive. Oh my gosh. That is terrible. Maybe we can use this nasty rug. And then what if we use like this basketball flooring? And we could use this terrible tile. This tile is 12 simoleons. That is crazy. Well, here's the thing. City Living does come with terrible appliances. So I think we're gonna get away with this. So I'm thinking I'll put the fridge right there. And then we could have like the stove. We could have like maybe a sink. And that might look nice. And then we're gonna get the cheapest appliances. And trust me, these are like the worst. This is food quality 2, power efficiency 1, and reliability 3. And then the stove is food quality 2 and reliability 2. So it's not the best, obviously, but this is just what we're working with. I don't really like the color choices, but I think I might just have to deal with that. No, I can't do that to myself, guys. I don't even like the layout of the kitchen. Like, I want to ignore this part, if I'm being honest. Like, I want this to be nothing because that makes it a lot more easier. And then I want to use the cheapest counters that are from base game, just because the ones from base game have like a lot more color options. As you can see, this is so much better. So we're gonna get the cheapest sink right there. I don't think we can afford upper cabinets, but I'm gonna try. I'm really spending a lot of money, but I might raise these up so they don't clip with the fridge. So this tile is only $2, but this one is like $7. So I can't really use this. Maybe I'll use this one though. I don't know, just because you buy like a cheap house doesn't necessarily mean that you can't afford a nice living room. I feel like this living room is looking a little too nice, but that might change in the end. Oh my gosh, this is $345 just for this ugly trunk. This is $235, and I feel like this matches better. So I guess this is the move. I don't think we can afford a TV, but maybe I could get this one and just size it up. And then we could get like a little dining table here in the middle. This table is $265, and then the chair is $40. Okay, but these are giving like outdoor chairs to me, so I feel like I shouldn't use it. I kind of want to use these chairs, but I do feel like I probably don't need to have 4. And then I actually might use this table instead because it's a little bit cheaper. And then we're going to use the cheapest door, which is 40 simoleons. Doesn't really come in the color I want it to come in. We're going to use the one from City Living instead. And then the cheapest bed is actually from City Living, which is a double bed. This is only $290, whereas this is $430. So I guess it's good that we're using City Living for this. I will admit, I want to kind of try this challenge again where we build with only base game and City Living, but we don't have like a limit on price, because part of me is just like, maybe we should sell this good furniture and buy something cheaper. This is $290, which is a lot cheaper than $950. So I think we're gonna use the base game set instead. And that really sucks to say, but I don't want this house to look too good in one section but look worse in the other. I know the rug is nice, but I feel like they could easily get a nice rug. It's only $120, and that just gives us like a lot more money to spend. And then also maybe we can bring the brick on the inside. The brick is $4, which isn't the cheapest. The cheapest wallpaper is 2 simoleons. And yeah, the cheapest brick is 2 simoleons. So like this brick being used maybe isn't the best as well, but hopefully that's okay. Oh, we can use this really bad wallpaper. I do wish the bottom was more orangey, but unfortunately it doesn't come in that color. Okay, so I think this is nice. I kind of want to cheat this to be scratched up, but I only think that comes with cats and dogs, right? Like it can't be scratched up unless you have cats and dogs, werewolves, or some other pack. I guess we can see if that's true. Oh, I can scratch it. Oh, that's perfect, because I don't want it to look that nice. Maybe I can scratch one of these chairs. Maybe I can make this dirty. Maybe I can make the stove dirty as well. I feel like maybe I'm doing too much. What does this look like scratched? Oh, see, yeah, the bed looks kind of insane when it's scratched up. Well, this is what the living room looks like so far. We are playing with City Living, so I feel like maybe we could get like a gaming console, and then maybe I can hang up some posters. These are $65 each, but maybe they're into gaming. That would be very nice, right? We also have this light from City Living, which is only $65, so maybe I could put that in the corner. This is not my favorite light at all. I just don't know if I can go through it using that. Maybe I can just use this one, but then also over here is empty, which I also don't like. So maybe I'll put the door into the bathroom right there. there. And then we could get like a little bookshelf. This is $240. That's a little expensive. Also, maybe it's a little too nice, but that's okay. That is okay, right? I'll put this plant on the dining table, and then I'm gonna get like a sliding door to the outside, and then we can work on the bedroom. So this is $45 from City Living. The cheapest one is actually the one for the kids, but I don't think anyone really wants that. And also I need to buy more windows because, you know, that is very important. I hate that this is like wasted space, but I just don't like it. And if I made this bigger, like, I feel like that just would be too much space. But like, what do I know? I guess we could just test this out and see how it looks because we could always change it back. But if we did do this, I feel like I would get an extra counter or maybe an extra 2 counters, which may be like a waste of money. So maybe I'll stick to only one extra one. I do realize that I did lose money by going into live mode. So that sucks. I really wish I didn't do that. But I guess at the end we can just see how much money we have left. Okay, but this is the kitchen in the corner. And then we like have so much space. Whereas I want to add more chairs. Because maybe they have like guest over a lot. I don't know. Okay, so these desks are the same price. That is good. Okay guys, I'm a little confused because this table comes in like all of these colors as you can see. And this one has like the magenta swatch. This is like red. This is blue. But I'm not really seeing that. Like where is that supposed to be shown? It just looks all the same. I was kind of thinking like, is it at the bottom of the table, which would it make sense? But like, am I stupid? I don't see the color. Like, is that like a bug? I'm just so confused. We're gonna get this cheap computer. That's nice, right? Maybe I could get like a short window right here. I don't think the window situation is the best, but I think it's okay. So we're gonna get this very small trash can. And then back to the bedroom. We do have these table lights, which we can get from the flea market. And also I don't really like the table lamps that we have in base game or in City Living, so that's not so good. Also, the bedroom is just kind of terrible. I don't really like those side tables, so maybe I'll just use these. I know I sold those lamps. I guess I can get them back because the curtains will tie in the black at the bottom. Maybe we could get this jersey somewhere. Maybe we could put it over here because this wall is empty. Or it could go over here, which I guess I kind of like it over here more. So the desk is pretty simple, I would say. And I kind of would like to add like an activity from City Living. I know we already have like the gaming console, but it would be nice to have something else. Like I could afford this, but I don't think that's worth it. Just for like this amount of money. I think I might buy this one and I could buy like cheaper chairs for it. Oh, these chairs don't work. It has to be like an armchair. Okay, yeah, so this is the cheapest one. That is interesting. But like, where would I put this? Can this go outside? I think it can go outside. Maybe I could put this in the backyard. I think in the backyard, it will be best if we use terrain paint, just so that way we can save a little bit of money. And of course, it's slanted a little bit, as you can tell. That is so annoying. Well, I guess we can't use this one. I guess we're just gonna have to use gravel. I didn't really imagine using this, but here we are. If I'm being honest with you, I want to put a pole, but like, I obviously can't afford that. Like, that would just be like a very bad idea. And I think I might just get the extra chairs. I actually don't think we need the terrain paint to go this far. Like, this is gonna be like a very small backyard. It only fits the bubble machine. And maybe I could use this bush. So yeah, that's the backyard space. Before I forget, I need to add a trash can, and I should probably start buying the bathroom stuff. So we're gonna buy like the cheapest appliances. So I guess the shower could go right here. We could put the sink, and then we could put the toilet. We're gonna get the cheapest mirror. That is the bathroom space. What if I put the bed over here instead? No, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like the bed going this way takes up like too much space. So this is a pretty terrible dresser just by the looks of it. So maybe we could use this. So we have this mirror in base game, and we also got it in City Living, but only in this one swatch. And I don't really like it. What was the point of giving us an extra mirror that is literally the same one from base game? I just don't understand it. Like, yeah, it has gold and is black, but I just feel like it's pointless. Maybe we can buy this plant because it's only 75 simoleons. That's so beautiful, right? I think it being in the living room looks a lot more better. And then I wanted to buy this, which is $300. So it's like not the best way to spend my money, but I just thought this was cute. And then maybe I could put this on the dresser. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like this space in the backyard, but I hate the bedroom. And I know what the reason is. I know why I hate it. For one, I think it's because of the rug. I chose like the worst rug. So maybe I should just get the clean one. It can still be the pattern one, but just clean. I don't know if they can walk past here either. So maybe I could like just just scoot this as much as I can. Surely they can walk through that, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna move the plant to be over here, and then I could put the ottoman over here because I just don't really like it in the bedroom. So maybe I'll add a pop of yellow, and then I would love to put an activity that they could do in their bedroom, like an easel or a bonsai tree. So maybe I could put like an easel, and then maybe they only get one nightstand, and I could put something right here. I just don't know what. So I'm gonna do some math just to see how much money I lost when I went into live mode. So the build is currently 18,159 simoleons, and I currently have $314. So I only owe myself 27 more simoleons, and I'm gonna give myself that. So that is the correct amount, not much at all. I don't really know what to put over here. I'm trying to think, like, what could I delete? Like, what would I be comfortable deleting? The TV? Not really. Maybe you don't need a gaming console. That was $400. Okay, yeah, and it sold for the same. That gives me $741, and I still cannot afford the woodworking table. That is crazy. I can afford this one. Well, maybe I'll put this one. And I will say the only thing you need to do to get this is literally log into the game and claim it. You don't have to do any of the tasks. So I feel like pretty much everyone should have this unless you're new to The Sims and you're seeing this way past August 5th. The thing about this one is just it looks so not in style. So it's like, why would I have this in my bedroom? I don't know if I can do that. Maybe they're a style influencer and I could give them this because that does take up space. I think that's pretty nice. We're finally ready to work on the outside now. And of course I'm gonna use debug landscaping. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't have enough money for this. Oh my gosh, no. How do I not have enough money for that? I'm gonna quickly see if this could work. Okay, so the roof doesn't go low enough, so no, that's not gonna work. If I got rid of the half wall, that would give me some money. You see how weird that looks? Like, what is that? And then I could use this same trim, and then I have money for this. And that actually gives me 445 simoleons. So that means I can add the console back. This is really good. There isn't anything on the coffee table, so maybe I should put something on the coffee table. Maybe like a box of junk. Well, that takes up all of our money. I think that's good. Or maybe it's not good because we don't have an outdoor light. Okay, maybe we could get mail. Maybe that's better. Oh, I still cannot afford a light. The cheapest light is $40. Maybe I can't afford this. I'll just put this light right here. I mean, it does decent work, I guess. I know City Living won't have that much landscaping options, but I do still want to check it out. They have a bunch of trees, so I guess that's good. But I'll probably just use base game trees. I'll get this one in the back, and maybe I could size it down and put it in the front. I think that's nice. And then we can get like a few palm trees as well. I think that's pretty good. And I guess I kind of want to match the landscaping over here. So we have some of these, and then we also have these low purple flowers. And then we also have these flowers, which are from like Horse Ranch. I say from Horse Ranch, but no, obviously these came in the base game, so yeah, but they just remind me of the Horse Ranch ones we got in the catalog, and I honestly did not know this existed. We also have this ugly bush from the base game, and also look at these. Oh, this comes from, okay, it doesn't come from, my bad. This doesn't come from Enchanted by Nature, but this also comes in Enchanted by Nature live edit mode, but it's lighter, and I feel like I never seen this before. I was gonna say this was an ugly bush, but from the thumbnail, it just looks like a, smooth bush to me, but honestly this isn't really that bad. I like it personally. Okay, well this is a mess. This is a mess. Like, some of the items don't deserve to be in this catalog, but some of them are just terrible. Like, I hate this. Last but not least, we're gonna add some terrain paint under the landscaping and under the build. Okay, so I think we are finished with the landscaping. As I said before, I don't really like the color orange, so you know, maybe this isn't exactly my favorite house, but I think it looks good. I think it's nice. I think it's a good start. And also, I don't think the furniture is that bad. I know it has scratch marks, but I still think it's pretty nice. So we have the living room, dining area, kitchen. We also have a computer, and we also have this very nice bedroom. I guess it's okay. And then we also have this bathroom right here, which has nothing in it, but it's just a bathroom. And then back here we have the bubble blower and a trash can. I wouldn't say this is like my best starter home, but I do like it. Like, I don't think it's that bad. So I will upload it to the gallery. I'm just gonna call it a single starter home with 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. And here you can see we only use City Living. And I really think we did a good job. Honestly, I wasn't really sure how this was gonna go. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. You are important. And I'll see you all tomorrow.